dryer on the mug. So I wanted to share with you some of the top and lowest sellers. I'm not going to call them the best and the worst because it's still, I'm only like halfway through the market season. I still have some very, very big shows coming up. So I am going to do all the categories of products. I know a lot of my followers are here for the crochet stuff. So I separated top and lowest into like crochet, apparel, and then like bookish stuff. So let's start with the lowest sellers. Wait, hold up. So just for context, I live in West Tennessee, so mostly rural areas, but some of the shows that I do are very, very big. So quite a radius of people will come to these events. Also for context, this is including over 350 total sales and with an average order value of $20. So I've had 3 major events so far. I've also had a few small farmers market this summer, but we're basically going off of those 3 large events. So the lowest sellers for crochet have been, one of them has been the bees. Now I used to make the big like jumbo like TikTok bee. That was kind of all the craze a few years ago. So I didn't make very many of these. This is a smaller version because I just wasn't sure if they were still a thing. I think bees are on the way out. In my area at least, and that could be because I sold so many, you know, a few years ago. So I think once I've got about 8 of these, I won't be making bees anymore. The other lowest seller, I did sell about 4 of these total, but this very much surprised me, is the keychains. Keychains have done really well for me in the past. So I don't know if just there's a different fad of like a lot of kids buy these for like backpack keychains or good stocking stuffers. So I'm not really sure why these, I'm not really sure why these aren't doing as well. These aren't my only ones either. I also have some turtles, whales. I did have sharks. Those are done. I had some ice cream cones. Those are done. But I also make these like mini Stanley tumblers with the little straw, and they're super cute. They do get a lot of attention, and I'm really surprised those have not done better. So I think I'm going to change these too because I have a lot of these. I made so many flowers and little rainbows because kids love rainbows. I'm going to do like a 2-for deal to kind of get these moving and then just kind of reevaluate what I want to do with keychains next year. The next lowest seller I almost didn't share just because I only had these 2 things at my very last event. It was a very small event. It was busy for me, but it was just one singular event. One was the cutest little piggy that I showed on my last video. I only sold 1 and I was really, really surprised because like I said, I live in a rural community. So like anything farming related, like ducks, cows, the chickens do really well, but I'm not going to hang my hat on this one yet just because, I have some really, really, really big Christmas events coming up. I'm actually going to make a few more just in case. And then the other one, I only sold 1 baby eagle at my last event. Again, it was the first event I had it at. The season's not over, so I'm gonna still hold out hope for the little baby eagle. So top crochet seller, hands down, has been, let me get them here, the bitty kitties, and not the big loaf kitties, this size bitty kitty. Like, and then the little booties on the back. These are the new turtles, the new chickens for me. They have sold crazy good. They are, and for boys and girls. So I've made several that are some more boyish colors and with black noses instead of pink. So I have a lot of boys interested in these as well. So if you are not making bitty kitties, you need to be. So even though the bitty kitties have taken the top spot, my turtles that I've had for, I think this is the 3rd year I've had the turtles, they are still like sales wise, like right behind the bitty kitties. So I'm definitely going to keep the turtles going. They also get a lot of attention at events. And so I think it's also because they're smaller items. The smaller price points always do much better than the higher price points. The crochet honorable mention are my snuggler patterns. I wouldn't call this a top seller, and this is just one of the unicorns. I have cows, lambs, dinosaurs, dragons. I've got lots of different kinds that I do. If you're curious, all of my snuggler patterns are usually either Mama Made Minis. This is a Mama Made Minis pattern, or from the Cozy Stitch. They always sell really well, especially around Christmas time. I just don't have that many because, as you can probably tell, they take a very long time. But these are great Christmas gifts, great baby shower gifts. So let's talk bookish merch. As far as bookish merch, I make 3 different kinds of bookmarks. I make bookish apparel, and then I also do book sleeves. So as far as book sleeves, I only sold 4, which really surprised me. I am going to change the way I do the book sleeves. So I've used fusible fleece because I want them to be padded enough to be a book sleeve, but I don't want them to be bulky. So I'm going to kind of finagle around a little bit and change the way I do them. I also started book sleeves with like fabric that I've had for a while, but it wasn't like my top choice pick for book sleeves. So I think I'm just gonna lower the price to get rid of them at Christmas and just kind of start over with the book sleeve venture, and then add some with like pockets, zippers, snap closures, just all different kinds of options there. The top sellers for the bookish apparel is hands down the Cozy Girl Book Club sweatshirt on a sand colored gildan. Like, this had got so much attention. It was super cute. So I originally thought this would just be like a Cozy Girl, like bookish fall sweatshirt, but I think it can be worn all winter. What do you think? I also get lots of compliments every time I wear mine. And the honorable mention t-shirt that also sold nearly as much as the Cozy Girl Book Club is the Bat Boys t-shirt, and it has the wingspans on the back. If you know, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Bat Boys, you're missing out. Just saying. I really love when women come into the booth and they see the Bat Boys up on my crates, and they do the and then they tap their friend on the shoulder and they're like, oh my gosh. And then we get to book talk if the booth isn't really busy, and it's super fun. If you're one of my followers and we've done that, I love it. Please come back and see me so we can book talk. I've gotten so many fantastic book recommendations just from book talking with other people. Like when you find or when you meet other people that enjoy reading the same types of books and the same types of authors that you do, it's just so fun. Like, it fills my love bucket. All right, so as far as bookmarks, I will have to go with the classic bookmark, the really heavy laminated cardstock style for a bestseller. I cannot tell you how many I actually sold because I do this 4 for deal that you can mix and match with stickers. And so I really don't know how many of these I have sold, but I do know how many of the other bookmarks I've sold. These magnetic bookmarks are wildly successful. I am so excited that I did these. They get a lot of attention. So these sold really, really well. And so did the corner bookmarks. Like, even though the other 2 took the top spot, these deserve some attention because let me tell you, I did these on a whim. They're really good scrap buster because it's just these small squares of fabric. And I did them on a whim for my Reelfoot Lake event. And I sold like 20, and which doesn't sound like much, but I only brought like 25. And I was like, okay. So I literally have, let me show you my bucket. Like, this is my corner bookmark bucket, and this isn't even all of them. I've got some of them on my ironing board out there. So I have literally made at least, I'd say 50 or 60 more are in the works because I think they'll make great stocking stuffers. So the bookish merch is going fantastic. I'm so excited that I went in this direction. It's going really, really well. And the former reading teacher in me is just eating it up for sure. Well, friends, next week I will be DIYing for my Christmas booth at my next really big market in less than 2 weeks. It's really getting down to the wire. So if you like videos like this, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.